Hello everybody, hope y'all having another blessed day. Today I have for you guys a quick replay of me playing a newer version of Dark Warriors I made up the other day. So let's jump into the gameplay and then I'll show you the deck profile I have now for my Dark Warrior deck. Let's try to speed this up some. Okay, so I went first and this is my opening hand. And I started off by Dispel Summon Junk forward just in case there was going to Ash, Near Space, and Connector. Now, after I look back and think about it, I should have gone for the Photon Thrasher, and you'll find out why in a second. So, there's my Connector. We're going to get that Aqua Dolphin. And then Aqua Dolphin effect to take out the hand. Okay, and when I looked at their hand, it turned out they were actually playing Thunder Dragons. So I could not hit a single thing out of that hand, unfortunately. So I took like the 500, but what was really cool about it is that since I used Aqua Dolphin effect, I saw they was able to have nothing to stop my combo. So from here, I basically just went full combo and basically going to win the game with that. So from here, we're basically going to make about the same combo as we used to. So I'll just speed it up from there. You guys know the combo from the previous video. So the whole thing in Plague Spreader into Needle Fiber into Vion, the Dragster to get the Search. And now let's go to that whole Caliuga play. Let's get it. Yep. So at this point, yeah, I already knew there wasn't much point in talking on how to say activate effect. Cause I already knew he had no interactions. He had Dragon, Solar. I guess if he wanted to, he could have like discarded Dark. But he decided not to. So from here, we're going to set some back row, just in case he does draw Cosmic on his turn. And now, let's special summon the Big Eye. And then decided to play Drag Down into the Grave, because honestly I know something I wanted to hit was the Ghost Sarcophagus, because that's actually any use for Thunder Dragon, lets him get into any play they want, because you just banish any of the Thunder Dragon. So I decided, I'll just hit that one of and get it out of here. And since I didn't really care about my Photon Thrasher at this point, because at this point I probably won. So I hit theirs, I tossed mine, and on my draw, I got Impermanence. Yes, this is a new addition to my deck, which you also, if you looked at the deck count, is a 40 card version of my deck I had last time that was 42. So now I play Infinite Impermanence, so now I have a little hand trap to this deck also. So that was basically the perfect draw at this point. And I told him draw one, and that's the turn. So, looks like he drew a Pot of Desire. See, he didn't even activate this when I was playing against him. Because I don't know why he didn't. I should have honestly used it, but I don't know why. But, see, I activated Needle Fiber because I knew he had no interruptions. I went into Riser Dragon. I decided just to use the Dawn Dragster. And go into Bahamut. Now, I'm a little small brain right now, because apparently, now that I think about it, since I had Junk forward, I could have just kept my Dawn Dragster on the board. I could have just used the regular 7 version of Riser, because I don't think I have to. Yeah, so you can send them on, so I didn't have to. That would have been a 7 and a 3. That would have got me my Bahamut with the token. So yeah, again, when we look back, you find our own mistake. So that was my mistake already in that. I could have had extra negate. Now, when I used the rank up launch, the reason I paused there because there's no option just to overlay directly with the Big Eye when it's in the Spell and Trap. So I was trying to figure out how I can get to overlay my Big Eye into Caliuga. So I'm like, let's see if I can move it up to the extra monster zone. And thankfully, when I did that, it let me then overlay. So that's definitely something I wish Dueling Book would fix, because this thing just has a bunch of bugs, I guess. So there's my Caliuga. And from there, it's basically game. He normal summons, he activates his effect, forgetting I had Caliuga. And then he goes into some Dark Warrior, some Dark Dragons. Well, Thunder Dragon plays, discards Dark, searches the Dark. He discards the Dragon Hawk, to special back to Dark. And then from here, he took a little time in his extra deck, but he went for IP Masquerade, which is just, I don't know, I was surprised at this. I had no clue what he was going for, and I was like, what could possibly out this board? Turns out, I don't think anything could at this point. At least in the deck he had. So he was going to try to activate effect of Darken the Grave, but then I had to remind him, because I was pretty sure this is just a hard once per turn, and you can see down here, you can only use one effect of Thunder and Drag effect once per turn. So yeah, for that exact reason, he couldn't activate Dark. And from there, he basically just said GG, and that was game. So that was the replay, and now I'll jump quickly into my new deck profile for my Dark Warriors. Okay, so now we're back with my new deck profile for Dark Warriors, and now it is a solid 40 card variant. And if you take a quick look now, look back at my old deck, we got rid of that Vion engine. Mainly because I don't think we need it, because it's such a good deck. Now, if I had to give this deck a nickname right now, I would call it like the Peekaboo ICU Dark Warrior deck, because this deck is all about my first turn. When I go first, I'm going to get a chance to look at my opponent's hand and see what they're playing. And I'll show you why once you get into it. So, we're still playing the free Junk 4, because this is probably the best extender for Dark Warriors, along with Photon Thrasher. And we're still playing the free Neospace Connector. Now, what's different now, we've played free Neospace and Aqua Dolphin. Mainly because this is still a great normal summon. Whether it's normal summon or special summon, I can still get that discard effect to look at my opponent's hand. This deck is all sitting around now looking at my opponent's hand. This thing loses heavy to hand traps, but if you get a chance to take out the hand trap, or even to see what kind of hand traps you have to play around, it just helps you immensely. It helps you know what to have to play through. So if I normal summon this, as long as I have Extender, it's all good for combo. Then I play free Photon Thrasher like normal. One Armageddon Knight, one Zephyros, Dark Grepher, Plague Spreader, Ancient Cloak, and Vylon Cube. Now for some spells. I still play free Called by the Grave. And now what I play different now, instead of the Eagle Booster, I started to play now Drag Down into the Grave. One reason because this card lets me again look at my opponent's hands. The only downside with it is that my opponent can then draw a card, so then maybe they can draw into that Ash Blossom or impermanence I'm scared about. But that's honestly less likely to happen, and it still has more benefits because basically I can act anytime I need to, not just an Eagle Booster with Isolde. And that's basically the big downside with Eagle Booster, that I can only use it for Isolde. So a good player will know you don't have to Ash the Isolde with Dark Warriors. You try to Ash the Needle Fiber. But this basically helps me play around. Basically, someone trying to wait for Needle Fiber, or even going first. As long as I have a good hand, I play as soon as I start the game and take out their hand traps. So it's just a great thing, and even targets the Nibiru too. Then after that, everything's basically the same, except for you sign up later. 2 DDR, so I don't like brick if I draw basically two equip spells. Phoenix Blade, Double or Nothing, Horny Unicorn, 1 Instant Fusion because I need more extenders. So Moon Mirror Shield, Reinforcement Army, Sword of Deep Seated, which again I don't understand why every person that plays Isolde does not use Sword of Deep Seated. I want to say, besides probably Divine Sword Phoenix Blade, this is probably the best equipped spell because it is never a brick. You can always shuffle this back no matter what. Same with the Horny Unicorn. Why not everyone's playing this with Isolde? I think they're crazy. And then we have, again, the rank up, which hopefully doesn't get banned, which honestly, I don't see it get banned. And since I took out, what was it, like 7 cards of the Vion engine? Yeah, it was 7 cards. 3 Vion, 2 Malicious, 1 Shadow Mist, and the Polarization. Since I took that out, I have room for 3 Infinite Impermanences I thought I'd never do with this combo deck. So now it's still super consistent at 40 cards, which is the minimum. And I can also play a really good hand trap, which is good going first or second. So this was awesome to get in the deck. And then free Shade Brigadines for the extenders. So I still have 10 extenders, 6 normal summons, not counting Armageddon Knight and Dark Grepher. So that's the main deck. The side deck is still the same. Free Nibiru, free Cosmic, free Dark Ruler, free System Down because I don't like Orcus decks. And free Twin Twisters. And basically the extra deck is still kind of the same from the last deck. 1 Invoke Rajin, 2 Isolde, 1 Borosaur for OTKs, 1 Needle Fiber for combos. The only thing different in it is now I have Nightmare Phoenix, which again, I'm not really crazy about because I have Unicorn. That's what I go into more often than not. Especially if I'm going second, I can break the board. But without anything else ready to pick from, I decided to throw in Phoenix because it's still a really good tech card. And then we have the Unicorn, the John Dragster, the Riser Dragon with the Bahamut, which is probably going to be traded out for Full Moon Synchron into that Crocodile Dragon, because that just lets me draw 2 cards. So it's basically saying you want to draw 2 cards or you want to have a good OTK. So I don't know. I'll test out both in the future, but right now I'm going to stick with this and I may swap it out later. Then I have Kali Yuga, Big Eye, Utopia for again OTKs. It's awesome, that 10k hit. Double for the combo, and Kaiser. So that's my deck prior for what I'm using now of my Dark Warriors. So if you have your own suggestions what you do with your Dark Warriors or what you do differently, or if you just enjoyed the video, please leave it as a comment down below. I'd love to see it. And with that, if you liked the video, leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already, because that just helps me make more content for you. And like always, hope the rest of the week is blessed, and I hope to see you all in the next video. See ya.